Hi, grade 8. Are you fine? Today we are going to learn about the activity 2 of chapter 1 of grade 8, the cells, molecules, and organs of the immune system. Immune system is made up of these three elements which ensure the defense against the invaders. At first, look at the cells. How to obtain the cells? Okay, we take a sample of blood in a tube and we analyze this content to obtain erythrocytes, one first element, erythrocyte or red blood cells, the plasma, which is made up of water, protein, and other solutes, and platelets, okay, and leukocytes. The most important element in the blood present is the leukocytes, which are the white blood cells, leukocytes or white blood cells. There are many varieties of leukocytes, such as monocytes, lymphocytes, and granulocytes. These three are granulocyte, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil. Why they are called granulocyte? Look at the cytoplasm. There are many grains, okay, so that they are called granulocyte, monocytes, and lymphocytes. They are all the cells of immunity or white blood cells. Look at the blood smear. The white blood cells are revealed here. This is the real view and the details for this one, the erythrocytes or red blood cells and the white blood cells here. Okay. There are many types of cells. Look at the granulocytes. The granulocytes are characterized by cytoplasm with the grains, okay, as you see here, and the shape of a nucleus is specific. Polymorphonucleus. These are the granulocytes. Macrophage and dendritic cell and monocyte. Okay, each one has some characteristics. Look at the real images of polymorphonuclear cells and mononuclear cells. Okay, look at the nucleus. It is decomposed or made up of lobes. One, two, three. Uh, uh, Possessing a nucleus consisting of several parts or lobes connected by a fine strand. Mononuclear. Mononuclear having one nucleus, particularly a blood cell such as monocyte or lymphocyte. Monocyte and lymphocyte. This is the monocyte A and B. A and B are monocytes. And lymphocyte, mononuclear cell, monocyte and lymphocyte here. And this is the macrophage. The nuclear are leukocytes such as neutrophil. So the immune cell, as summing up, the immune cells could be lymphocytes, granulocytes, or monocytes. The lymphocytes could be B and T lymphocytes, okay, which have around the nucleus. The nucleus of B and T lymphocytes is round. A granulocyte, neutrophil, basophil, and eosinophil, which are polymorphonuclear. Okay, polymorphonuclear because the nucleus has uh, different form, different shapes. The monocyte or macrophage is mononuclear. This is the monocyte. Okay, this is all for the cells of the immune system, which are the leukocytes, and classified into three classes: lymphocyte, granulocyte, and monocyte. Each one of them occupies a given function. We will see after the function of each one in the other activities. Okay, let's now see the organs of the immune system. There are two parts of organs, two classes of organs, primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. The primary lymphoid organs are the bone marrow and thymus. Look at the bone marrow. The bone marrow exists inside the long bones in all the body and the plate bones, for example, here and here. There is bone marrow and the thymus. The thymus is in the center of chest. Okay. The function of primary lymphoid organ is the production and maturation of all immune cells. For example, bone marrow produces all kinds of blood cells and matures B lymphocytes, so that it is called B bone marrow, from bone marrow. The thymus matures T lymphocyte. Because of that, it is called T lymphocyte, thymus. While secondary lymphoid organs such as spleen, lymph nodes, which are distributed here and there, and lymph vessels, okay, lymph vessels, their function is the circulation and storage of different immune cells. Note that um, we see an aggregation and a set of lymph nodes near the openings of the body. Okay, each opening or inside each opening of the body, there is aggregation of lymph nodes in order to prevent and to cooperate to prevent the invaders. Okay, this is the bone marrow, which where all types of blood cells are made up. The primary lymphoid organs, sites where cellular components of immunity are generated, all precursors. Precursor cells are generated in the bone marrow. Myeloid lineage cells develop in the bone marrow. B lymphocytes mature exclusively in the bone marrow. T lymphocytes start in the bone marrow as pre-T, but develop into mature T cell in the thymus. Okay, this is the bone marrow having a cell which is called pluripotent. Pluripotent means that it has many potential. The potential to derive on every type of cell, of immune cell. Okay, we talk about the cells and the organs of the immune system. Now we are going to speak about um, the molecules of the immune system. But before, we are going to characterize or to classify the immunity into two categories. Innate immunity, which is ensured by macrophage and the granulocytes, and adaptive immunity accomplished by lymphocytes. Why this classification? In order to show the importance of the molecules of immunity, which are the antibodies, for example, secreted by B lymphocytes or present on the cell surface. Their role is very important in order to neutralize and capture all the invaders. Okay, so the organs, the cells, and the molecules of the immune system are of equal importance in the defense against the invaders, so that these molecules, for example, the antibody, this is the antibody, is a molecule of the immune system, which is an immune molecule carried by lymph cells or secreted in a plasma. Each antibody is specific for one and only one antigen. We will see the antigen. Antibody binds to its complementary antigen to form antigen-antibody complex. For example, the antigen, a protein molecule of non-self, for example, bacteria, could be solid, carried by the germ, by bacteria, by other, or soluble in plasma. It binds specifically by its antigenic determinant or epitope. The antigen presents one or many epitopes um, which can bind the cells of body with them. The antibody will occupy this epitope to block the action of this antigen. One antigen can present many epitope. It could bind to many antibodies. Okay. The linkage, the bond that forms between the antigen and the antibody is called antigen antibody complex. Okay. Note that there are very high kinds of antibodies specific for each one type. Okay, the antibody is specific for one type of antigen. Look at the complementarity between the antibody and the antigen. Okay, this is the antigen. Here we have no antibody, like coronavirus, for example. We have no till now the antigen, the antibody that can fight finally this virus. Okay, so immune system adapts and develops the antibodies that are able to neutralize and block the virus or the germ. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching and have a nice